rays of sunlight woke us up, and we felt asleep like two angels. It was 5:45 a.m., and the heat was beginning to fill. We looked at each other and laughed. Emily called her boss, Susan, and told her that she would be arriving in a little more than 2 hours. Susan asked to hurry up because the situation had become complicated.
Sitters of 26.
The school was on the outside of a small town. It was really lovely, and it appeared that had fallen asleep in time. When we arrived, there was a commotion of people in the street. The police were settled near the school's entrance. Emily was greeted with a warm embrace. "Hello, sweetheart." Susan told us that the school doorman phoned the cops because some kids had entered and taken over the classroom, but 3 of them locked the door on him with such force that he needed assistance to get them out. As the parents and a few police officers arrived, the boys proceeded to sketch all the walls and seen on the cameras all curves, lines, points, and nonsense.
What were the kids' ages?
They range in age from 4 to 10 years old, with the 3 oldest being 9 and 10 years old.
But it's really that thought to grab them out and take them out.
Well, one of the fathers approached his small daughter and took her arm. And at that time, these 3 leaders, the 3 kids that they are all the oldest, I'm not sure where they got the strength, but they basically took him out like a paper, like nothing.
Oh wow. What were the kids up to?
Susan told us that at one point, the boys were most finished painting the walls when they noticed that they closed the blinds and windows. The 3 big boys handed out white sheets of paper to each of the boys. They were arranged in circles. All kids sat with their legs crossed and began to draw. And as soon as they finished, they put the drawings on their legs. She also stated that when everything calmed down, she went into the classroom and attempted to speak with them, asking if they had something to say, and they all shouted, "Yes." She added, she remained silent, looked at them, and begged them to tell her something else. And the little one, Laura, said,
"Just to them."
Emily approached a few minutes later to interview the parent who attempted to take her daughter away. His remarks were blunt. "Miss, his hands invaded my body. I never felt a force like that in my life. It came from his innards, from his interior. I don't know how to express it. It's something supernatural. I can assure you, Miss, it's supernatural."
Strange and interesting.
Yes, but there's something even stranger. I was told by the school janitor. This was going to happen someday. All things have always happened in this town, and I swear to you, these kids are them. No, don't say anything like that. Emily cut him off.
Pero es así, más o menos, señorita, mire. But I'm telling you, it's exactly like that. Look, approximately 3 years ago, the streets shook like there was an earthquake. The houses broke, and some roofs even collapsed. How can it be? When we're so far away from any earth faults, that was strange. But nobody said anything. They shut us up. Weeks later, we started to see a white light in the distance. Of course, nobody wanted to go there. But we all saw it. We talked about it. But gradually, we all kept quiet. They treated us like crazy. You know how it is.
Usted sabe cómo es acá, ¿no? Uno dice algo y te tratan de loco. Y mire, ahora pasa esto. Es raro.
And he concluded by suggesting to Emily, why don't you talk to the two cops who came in to take the kids out? Both policemen say something similar, that they came in and began to struggle directly with one of the big boys, that the boy became numb in such a way that they couldn't move him, that he was like stuck to the floor. Not only were they unable to lift him, but his hands appeared to be frozen to his body. And again, just before they left, little Laura whispered, "We have something for them."
But
anytime someone wishes to communicate with kids, they say again and
always say
again,
the same.
"We have something
We have
for
something
them."
for them. Who is Officer Horacio?
I was speaking with Officer Horacio Palacios, and he told me a little about his activities and how he became one of the leading figures in the Argentine police. He stated that everyone talks about him and everyone remarks on his accomplishment, but no one truly knows him. I remember that while we were conversing, Emily approached us and said, "I have to go in. It is time." Emily began walking toward the classroom. "Are you going alone?" I inquired. "No, you must be escorted. We don't know how they would respond," Officer Palacios said. She did not shut. She wasn't sure about the boy's reaction either. Horacio Palacios offered to escort her. Of course, he was the correct one. He had been trained to deal with sensitive situations, but Emily couldn't think of a better plan than to glance at me and ask me to join her. It seems absurd to me. What could I do in there? I was concerned by her offer, but she convinced me that she would feel more confident with me. Just thinking about being in there made me very scared. My legs began to numb. I was sitting on a chair, and I thought that I didn't have the strength to stand up and go to the classroom. But for some reason, I felt that I could not say no. So I answered, "Okay, let's go."